Hi everyone, we're going to talk about note location on the staff and on the actual keyboard on the piano. So I just wanted to start by showing you middle C. So middle C is a note on the piano right around the center of the piano, around usually where the writing is. Um, Middle C is, if you see on any piano, it's just a pattern of 2 black notes and then 3 black notes, all the way up and all the way down. The lower you go, like here's my left hand, the lower the notes, the higher you go, the higher the notes go. Same thing on the staff. The lower the notes are, the lower it is down here. The higher the actual notes are in the page, the higher it is up here. We use middle C, which is this white note, to the left of the 2 black notes. Middle C is a very good middle ground. It's called C4 because it's the 4th C on the piano. This is C3, C2, C1. And from middle C, I'll show you where all the other notes are, okay? Before I do anything on the staff, I just want to count up. The letters for note names are just from the alphabet all the way to G. So if we start on C, we would go C, going up, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then back to C again. C4, D4, E4, F4, G4, A4, B4, C5. And then these are all 5, and these are all 6. If we go backwards, C, now think backwards in the alphabet. B, A, G, F, E, D, and then we're at C3. Okay, let me show you what that looks like on the staff paper. So staff paper is this lined paper. I have a link for it in your Canvas so that you can just print it out. Oops, thing fell down a bit. I just want to have it a little higher. You can print it out so that you have it for free. You can buy a staff paper book so that you just have it available. I printed mine out and I made it really large so that you guys could see at home. What I did was a middle C, okay? This symbol here is what we call a treble clef. And when you see this symbol, all the notes that you see will be in a certain location, generally higher up on the piano, or the right hand for the piano, or an instrument like flute, or violin, or a woman's voice. We use the treble clef, or a guitar. It's lower part of treble clef, but it's still treble clef. A lot of instruments use treble clef, or clarinet. When you see this symbol, it's called the bass clef. Bass clef, as you can imagine, it's my left hand. It's lower part of the piano. It's an upright bass. A trombone uses bass clef. A tuba uses bass clef. A bass clarinet uses bass clef. So lower sounding instruments, male voices use bass clef, like baritone or bass, okay? So just by having a symbol in front of it, all the notes will mean something very different. I'm going to show you middle C in treble clef. It's below these lines. So it's called a ledger line when you add lines to the staff, okay? This is middle C. You can color it in or not. That has more to do with rhythm. And it's below the ledger lines for piano, for treble clef. So it's kind of low for treble clef. Here's middle C in bass clef. It's on the top. It's kind of high for bass clef. And it's above in the ledger line. Then, if we're walking up, remember C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. This is what that looks like. C, D, so it's on a space right below. E, that's on the first line. Let me put this for you. C, D, E. F is on the first space. G is on the second line. A is on the second space. B is on the third line. And finally at C. C is on the third space. And you can keep going and the notes will go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So these exact notes are these exact notes. This high C is up here, C5. This lower C is middle C, C4. If we go backwards and we go in bass clef, there's middle C, C. And then the note below C, so going backwards, sits on top of the staff like this, that's B. Then A is the top line. G is the top space. F is the second to top line. E and space. D and line. C and space. And if you notice, when you're doing this kind of what we call stepwise motion, you're going from note to note and not skipping any. It looks like that. Look at that gradual going up. It's going to go higher up in pitch. Gradual going down, it goes lower in pitch. And it rotates between space, line, space, line, space, line. That's stepwise motion. Now, a lot of people get a little overwhelmed by trying to memorize all of these notes and where they are. So we have a little mnemonic device that I like to use. This is always great to just have so you can kind of see from middle C, this is a D right above middle C. This is the B right below middle C. That's always a great resource, but I like to use this, okay? So let's look for a second. Notes on the line here, E, G, B, D, F. That's these notes, E, G, B, D, F. We remember that as every good bird does fly. So if I'm trying to find a note on the line in treble clef, every good bird does fly. If I'm trying to find a note on the space, it just spells the word face, F-A-C-E. Those are easy ways to remember. I'm going to fly through these so you just have them. Bass clef, just as a reference, here's middle C. So really, really low, all these notes below, this G, it's not this G, but keep going, that G. If we're going up, we do G, B, D, F, A. Or, good burritos don't fall apart. If we're going up with spaces, it's A, C, E, G. Or, all cows eat grass. Okay? Good burritos don't fall apart. All cows eat grass. Those are the sentences for bass clef. Those are just little tricks that'll help you, but please do the exercises that you have assigned. Those will help you understand the location, both on the staff, this 5-line thing here, this staff, in treble clef, which is usually higher up notes, and in bass clef, which is usually lower down notes, and on the piano it's your left hand. Okay? Thanks, and I'll see you in chapter 2.